Just like the school, the Pointer Athletic Department has gone through a lot of changes, and head wrestling coach Johnny Johnson has seen some of those big changes during his tenure.
The structure of the department has changed quite a bit since my first few years here. When I came here as an assistant in 1993, we were still part of the College of Professional Studies, and the school at that time was HYPRA, was a school at that time, which included health education, physical education, athletic training. I think we had wellness was in our department. So all of that was part of our program at the time. And then pretty soon after that, the wellness part split off and went across the street. So then we created a new school, which was a school of physical education and athletic training. But athletics was still part of College of Professional Studies at that time. And then athletics actually split off from the school. So instead of being under the whoever the chair was of that department, the athletic director used to be under that chair. Okay. Now they moved to where the athletic director was equal to that chair under the dean of College of Professional Studies. Okay. And now we've gone completely out from under the academic umbrella, and we are in student affairs.
While national success is important for the athletic teams, the success Pointer athletes have on campus helps the university as a whole.
Well, I think the other part of it, obviously, if the teams are doing well and they're getting national attention, I think that helps the image of the university. The other thing that a lot of people, I think, don't understand about athletics is that athletes have a higher graduation rate, they have a higher retention rate, and they have a higher GPA than the average student on this campus. And part of that is because of the fact that when those students come onto this campus, they immediately have a group of people who truly cares about what happens to them, and their goal is for them to graduate, their goal is for them to go through a program and have success. So not only are we helping the image when the teams do well, but we help the overall university image when our students are staying in school and when our students are graduating at a higher rate.
Part of Athletic Director Brad Duckworth's job is to continue to help the athletic department grow despite new problems.
Well, I think Pointer Athletics in so many ways is rooted in tradition. 12 national championships and hundreds of conference championships and nearly 50 individual championships. So there's a lot of tradition that has been here competitively, academically, and in the community. But we continue to grow. We continue to be bigger. The conference took roster caps off of our programs, and if you take a look at our total number of student athletes today versus 2013, we're almost 15% bigger. So without adding a team, we continue to grow, and our teams continue to be larger, and that has significant positives and certainly some challenges in terms of servicing the students correctly. But and then the other thing we continue to face with declining enrollment at UW-Stevens Point is how do we handle it from a budget standpoint? We're growing in terms of number of student athletes, but we've declined here over the last several years, which impacts SEG fees and program revenue. And so I think that's the constant challenge we face.
One area of growth that Coach Ninneman likes is the addition of graduate assistant positions to some of the teams like women's hockey.
I mean, the change of coaching is always constant. We do have some coaches who have been here for a very long time, which is awesome to see. And then opportunities for younger coaches to come in. Grad assistantships have been a lot more prevalent within the last couple years, so it's great to see that opportunity for young coaches or prospective coaches to come in and be mentored by returning coaches. So that adds to kind of our staffing model when we can't add full-time people to it. So that's been a great opportunity for us to have more coaching and more staffing.
Both coaches and administrators think that the addition of teams is possible in the future, and it would help the school and the athletic department become better.
Well, I think the 20 sports we offer, we need to continue to stay nationally competitive. That's we're going to have to continue to find ways to stay. We have 12 national championships, 9 of them in 2 sports. 5 in hockey and 4 in men's basketball. We need to continue to grow our women's athletics. It's been a while since we've had a national championship in women's athletics, and so we need to continue to focus there. I think long term, if you're long term meaning 5 to 10 year plan, I think you'll see athletics continue to be an enrollment driver for Stevens Point. So I think the consideration will be the addition of sports. Is our sports module correct? Is the 20 sports that we have servicing our students, is it the right 20 sports? Are there sports out there we should add? I mean, it wouldn't be overly crazy to think, well, maybe we should have women's lacrosse, men's volleyball, men's golf, men's soccer, triathlons, women's wrestling. There's several sports that we could add here and grow population. Now there's challenges, budget challenges, coaches challenges, locker rooms, servicing them, all those things that come with it. But I think that's something I need to keep my eye on is how can we help the institution get bigger, grow, have student athletes, keep an eye on budget, keep an eye on gender equity, Title IX, keep an eye on servicing them if we do that. So, that's something we'll always be considering is our sports module correct?
I would say that I think we're going to grow. I think athletics is a huge area for growth. I think there are sports around the region that we currently don't have as a university that we could offer, and just with the press of enrollment, I think that's a super easy opportunity to get more students to campus and enrolled in UWSP. I also believe we're going to obviously need additional funding and additional staffing for all those opportunities, but I think it's an easy way and a quick fix to add more people on campus, which I think is really good.
In a period of uncertainty, one thing that is for certain is the athletic department will continue to grow.